So now I want to briefly touch on the first jobs you had out of college for a few years, right? Starting off with your time at BMO Capital. And so the first thing with this, I saw that this was the first job that you landed after I think you wrote sending close to like what, 1900 cold emails, right? So can you tell me a little bit about that story and how that worked out for you?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like I told you, I didn't really focus a lot in college. And so as a result, I didn't have um internships. I had retail jobs that I worked at, like, and I'd worked as a janitor, and I worked at Abercrombie, and I worked at Hollister. That was like my resume in college, and I worked at the radio station as well, classical music radio station. Those were my jobs in college. But to be an investment banker, you have like you have to have an internship your junior year. You have to have certain grades. You have to go to certain schools, um, and a bunch of other stuff that I never did. So in order to get a job in tech, I had to. I mean, as an investment banker, I had to find someone that was in Atlanta before those 1900 emails, that was a former banker, that was willing to give me an unpaid internship that I pitched myself for, so that I could create an internship on my resume. And he would be, and the reason why I thought that was valuable, people like frown upon unpaid internships, but I think that there's nothing wrong with that if you want to create job experience on your resume. And the thing that was worth its weight in gold is like this guy had an amazing reputation in the banking industry. So like if I ever needed a reference to see if I had an investment banking internship, this managing director of an investment bank would always say, he could always say, yeah, I'm legit. And he ended up like paying for my banking courses, but like that that helped a lot. So I created this internship experience on my resume to so that if people ask me if I've been in banking before, I can say yes. Um, then I made a blog that explained all the reasons why I wouldn't be hired. Um, and I discovered a website called Mergers and Inquisitions, and this website called Breaking into Wall Street, which is these courses that teach you the things that I didn't learn at my school, around financial modeling, that that banker ended up paying for. His name is Mike Easterly. He's a great guy. Shout out to Mike Easterly. Um, and he helped me there. And so, long story short, I ended up, like you said, sending out 1,900 emails, crashing career fairs. I got interviews from the biggest investment banks, um, and ended up getting a job at BMO Capital Markets, which led to thousands of people reaching out and me helping over 50 people get jobs from small schools as well. Um, once I showed that it was possible.